Hello, I think we live. I hope, but I'm not too sure. Let me move my mic quickly. There we go. Should be able to hear me better now. Yeah, it's been a fun week. I've had my GCSE, a few of those, but very boring time. Yeah, that's been a lot of fun. Um, that's pretty much been my entire week. I've put out a few videos. I've done basically nothing except revision, exam, be at school for the rest of the day, doing basically nothing, come home, do more revision, go to sleep, wake up, drink a monster, go do an exam, repeat. It's been a fun time here, but all of it's over on June 19th. That's when I'm done with all my exams, and that's when I'm really just gonna focus on putting out some more videos. More interesting videos other than just movie review, movie review, movie review. However, little thing for the movie review kind of thing. I have decided that I am, for the entirety of June, I'm going to be going to the cinema at least twice a week. So if a new film comes out, I will be there to watch it. This is quite expensive, however, so I'd recommend subscriptions to the channel. Yeah, let's actually talk about some of the movie news. We had The Strangest Chapter 1 come out today. It looks pretty subpar, I won't lie. You know, like, as a mediocre fan of the Strangest franchise, I find them alright. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. No spoilers. However, I just get a bit bored. They're all sort of the same kind of formula and just stuff, but it's just a bit boring sometimes. But yeah, I don't know, because I also have some stuff to rant about, but I'll give it a bit, I'll wait a bit until I start the ranting. I'll maybe save that for a special little rant video in itself, which will probably come out next week because I'm low on videos for next week. But yeah, we've had a few very weird things, especially for Friday the 13th, come out recently. Because I have no idea what they're doing with Friday the 13th anymore. They announced this Jason Universe thing, which is really confusing. I don't really get it. It's just a bit weird. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming out. How's it going? Yeah, this whole Jason Voorhees universe seems a bit weird. They say that they really just have all talk and no, what's the word? All talk, no product. You say all this stuff, then nothing. I mean, it's a good time for me. I perfectly predicted to do all my Friday the 13th reviews now, because I'm getting loads of views in them, but it's not very good for Friday fans because one, I haven't really enjoyed the movie, and two, it's just the fact that they've said that new Friday the 13th activations will span a wide range of platforms, including games, immersive experiences, merchandise, and more to be announced through 2024. I know what you mean by more to be announced. You haven't really announced anything. You just said Jason Universe and shown us a really crappy Friday the 13th mask. That's basically all we've gotten. There's nothing. I can already tell. They're screaming right now. They are livid by the fact that they just can't catch a break. First, Crystal Lake loses its showrunner. Now a Jason Universe where there's nothing about a movie or a show in there. It's just game and immersive experiences, which means what? You're going to do a VR game? Who's going to play that? VR games are always really low quality. I saw the trailer. It was the CG render for the new Batman Arkham game, which is a Meta Quest exclusive. Which really annoyed me because I was like, this looks awesome. I'm so excited. Let's go. New Batman Arkham game, Meta Quest. How do you lose someone's excitement immediately? You announce that it's an exclusive for the Meta Quest. Doesn't Zuckerberg have enough money at this point? Come on. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the whole Jason Universe thing. It just seems like they're just trying to milk it for all it's worth. Because Jason, he's shocked just audiences for years. They've had movies, they've had a game, they've had loads of stuff. But a Jason universe, meh. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing well. I have just done an entire other week of exams. It's been painful, but it's been getting me through it. High amount of energy drinks. That's what Colin needed while he was doing that marathon the other week. He needed a good amount of energy drinks. Issue is, I have them right before I go into the school because you're not allowed them on school premises. So I down half a monster before I enter the school. And then immediately after the exam, I just feel like I want to crash because I've downed half a monster. A first-person horror game sounds intriguing, actually, but yeah, the graphic quality is just not there yet. Exactly. There's just nothing really exciting for, Friday the 13th or any really first-person horror games at the moment. All of them are all the same. What you got? FNAF, Poppy's Playtime, Bendy the Ink Machine, all getting bad movies now, by the way. FNAF was not it. It was just pretty bad as well. It was subpar. Look, I went to watch it the day it came out with my friend because they're a big FNAF fan. And, well, they were happy. I don't know about me, but they were happy. I guess that's really what matters, though. If it's for a franchise that's for the fans, you got to make the fans happy above all. Yeah, but going back to what I was saying, yeah. If anyone is doing GCSEs at the moment, don't drink a high amount of energy drinks. You will not stay awake. You will instantly crash the moment you finish your exam. Works for me. But yeah, moving on from this weird Jason universe thing that is happening for some reason where they have a bad, crappy CGI render of a mask. Let's see what's going on. Didn't they announce the release date for the Black Phone 2? Wasn't like a load of horror movies delayed recently? Megan 2 was delayed until 2026, I want to say. I'm not too sure though. Oh yeah, we also got the first look at Return to Silent Hill with Pyramid Head. It looks alright. I mean, it's being made by Christoph Gans, which can be okay. Because, he made, I think it was the second one, which is pretty bad. But you can tell that the person who made it is a big Silent Hill fan. Which is pretty cool, He did really pour his heart into the movie, but yeah. Excited for Alien Romulus, sort of. I loved Prey. I mean, I know a person who is excited for it. My old science teacher, he loves Alien. Literally, the moment that the news, the first few looks and the first trailer dropped for it, I messaged him and I went, "Sir, you're not gonna believe it." And I sent him all of those, and he was like, "Oh my god." Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely I just don't really get the movie. It's just sucky 2017. I don't know when the Child's Play remake came out. 2019. Yeah, it's just Child's Play 2019, but worse. In my opinion, it's just worse because you have a bad TikTok dance in it. It is a film. However, I have to say, here's the actual plot of the movie. The film will follow James, played by Jeremy Irvin, a man broken after being separated from his one true love, Hannah Emily Anderson. When a serious letter calls, which is having him going back to Silent Hill in search of her, he finds a once recognizable town transformed by an unknown evil. Meh. Do you find reviewing movies has changed your enjoyment watching them, better or worse? I mean, it really depends on how you look at it. I always watch a film twice when I review it. So I'll watch it once just to have a laugh, see if the film's good to review or not. For example, Late Night with the Devil. I watched that the first time the other night. I loved it. So expect a review for that in the coming weeks. But then a film like, for example, what was it? I watched You'll Never Find Me. I've uploaded a review on that. I only watched that once. Immediately afterwards, I was like, this film's a masterpiece. I've got to review it. But then the other like movies, such as like, what's it called? The rest of the Evil Bond movies. I watched the first half of 4 and I gave up, and I'm not reviewing the rest of them. When my review for 3 comes out, that's going to be the end of the Evil Bond reviews because I can't be bothered anymore. They're just pain me now. Because they introduced this like gingerbread man character who just is the bane of my existence. But yeah. It's sort of just a, this and that kind of experience. It's slightly better because I get to watch films twice. Like, if I enjoy it, I can watch it again and sort of pick it apart, write down notes. But then again, if it's a bad movie and I have to watch it another time, I'll be like, why do I have to watch this again? I completely agree. The first half of the first Silent Hill movie was really good. Second half was a bit iffy. The second movie, though, was entirely ridiculous. It's sort of grown on me slightly just because of how dumb and just goofy it is. Because I am a fan of just really dumb adaptations of things. For example, the Death Note remake is utterly horrible, and I loved it the first time I watched it. Then I watched the anime, and I was like, "What the? This is nothing like what I watched. What am I watching right now?" But yeah, moving on to the Terminator show, because that's a thing. I didn't even know we were getting Terminator the anime series called Terminator Zero. I never knew this was happening, and it promises slasher horror vibes, which is kind of what the first movie was like. I rewatched the first Terminator the other day. Wonderful movie. I really recommend it. But the full season's coming out on August 29th, which once again, Netflix, why are you releasing a full show all at once? You should just do what Disney Plus, Max, every other streaming service does, release an episode a week. X-Men 97, they did that. It worked. Why not do it with your other shows? Seems a bit stupid. However, if they do that with the Harry Potter show over on Max, I'm going to be quite irritated because that would mean even longer just to rewatch a story that's already been told. But yeah, moving on, we have a little update regarding the director of Barbarian's new horror movie called Weapons. So it is now coming out January 2026. And yeah, I mean, I loved Barbarian. It was very, very dark. I'd probably have to review it on the channel as well. I feel like every movie which I really enjoy has like a red shadow door poster. I liked The First Omen. I liked Monkey Man. I liked You'll Never Find Me. I liked Barbarian. They all have the similar kind of poster. Maybe it's just the posters that's selling me. We're about to get anime Sarah Reconnaissance. You see, maybe it won't be following Sarah Connor, and it will just be following someone. I didn't actually look if there was a plot description, to be honest. I just saw the first look, and I was like, that looks cool, and then I just sort of kept going. But hang on, let me check. Does it have a plot description? Let's see. Oh, here's a synopsis. 2022. Okay, so it's set 2 years ago. A future war has ravaged for decades between. All right, Chris. I'll talk to you next time. Thank you for watching the new video, and thank you for joining on the stream. Well, Terminator, no, I don't agree with that, because Terminator 3 is very weird and I like it. But the rest of them after like Terminator 3 I can agree with, because I like Terminator 3. But yeah. So going back to this plot, it is 2022. A future war has ravaged for decades between the few human survivors and an endless army of machines. 1997, the AI known as Skynet gained self-awareness and began its war, yada, yada, yada. A soldier sent back in time to change the fate of humanity. She arrives in 19. Oh, so they've like swapped it round. Instead of like a guy going back to protect this random girl from the past, it is now a girl going back to save this random guy from the past. That's cool. So it follows this girl and this guy named Malcolm Lee. I didn't see the name of the girl, but that sounds interesting. I'm kind of excited for that. That sounds interesting. But yeah, no, I'm not too sure about this Terminator show. We've gotten so many random Terminator things. I don't know how to feel about it. Hello, Zeke. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Zeke, about that thing which I told you earlier, that ain't happening. Expect a rant video on that. What's your favorite movie? That is a very difficult question. I tend to pick 4 just because it gets a nice balance. So you got Scream, The Matrix, Psycho, and Goldfinger, the James Bond movie. It's very good. Oh no. I'm watching you on my TV and my phone. Alright, I'm guessing that you're typing on your phone and you're watching on your TV. Alright, cool. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, yeah, I don't really like have a specific favorite movie. It's always just those 4: Psycho, Matrix, Scream, and oh god, what's the name of it? Goldfinger. I have not heard of that. That may just be me like being a weird, but I cannot recognize the name. Hang on, let me look that up. I'm very bad with names. I accidentally called my friend the wrong name the other day, so. That's interesting. That's cool. Yeah, movie reviewing is very, very weird nowadays because you got people who will like blame movie reviewers for like how their movie is being perceived, which is just like you as a movie reviewer. It's just you stating your opinion. You're sharing it with the world. You shouldn't be attacked for stating your opinion. Only seen Matrix out of those. Yeah, I mean Goldfinger's from like the 1960s. I want to say so. I don't think many people have watched it unless you're a diehard James Bond fan like myself. But yeah, let's look up Bloody Disgusting again and get to some more horror news because that's my favorite way to find some. But going to what I was saying earlier, I'm pretty sure that the Black Phone 2 and Megan 2.0 have been delayed. Can you give me non-spoiler thoughts on the new Planet of the Apes movie? I've got to review that. I gotta keep forgetting. Very good. A bit long for my tastes. I kind of enjoy films that are slightly shorter, but CGI is beautiful. The story is amazing, and Z, you will like it. You loved Godzilla versus Godzilla X Kong. You'll probably like this movie about giant gorillas as well. Apes, not gorillas. Yeah, it is amazing, but Zeke has not seen it yet, and he was asking me about it earlier. But I gotta just keep my mouth shut. Sadly, I don't want to spoil it for him. Some weirdo was laughing the whole movie. There's a bit of comedy in there, you know. Like they may have just laughed at that the whole movie. I don't know. I mean, there were people laughing in my cinema the entirety of the FNAF movie, but that's like a meme. It's not like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, where it's like a big franchise, like movie franchise. Of course, FNAF is a big franchise, but it's like a game. Now, let me try and find this Black Phone 2 news, because Black Phone 2. Yeah, the Black Panther 2 has been delayed to October 17th, 2025. So we only gotta wait a year to see the sequel to one of my favorite movies of 2021. And it's just somewhere down here. I'm not exactly sure what side, but it's somewhere behind me. I did do a DVD showcase of it the other day. So yeah. The guy seemed weird though. May have just been drunk. You never know nowadays. Yeah, when I told my dad that I'm gonna go watch The Strangers in the cinema tomorrow, he was like, "What? You going alone?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, I don't know about you going to the cinema by yourself." I'm like, "I'm growing a mustache here. Like, people won't mess with me, man." But yeah, that's a joke, of course. No, it's fine. Yeah, and Megan 2.0 has also been delayed though. I'm not too sure the exact date, but I just know a lot of Universal like horror projects have been delayed. Hang on, here's a little thing here. Oh yeah, Blumhouse movie. Hang on, trying to say post. So, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is releasing December 5th. Megan 2.0 is releasing June 27th next year, and The Black Friend 2 is releasing October 17th. Well, I am just because I don't do like daily stash updates where I do like shorts and stuff. For I should do that. I can milk this mustache reviews, but yeah, good idea there. Yeah, I noticed earlier when I had to take a picture of myself for an ID, and I was like, "Wait a minute, it looks oddly dark down here. It's not a shadow because my nose's shadow ends like over here." What's your biggest movie hot take? Biggest movie hot take I have? That's a very tough question. The two latest Scream movies weren't very good. They were overrated. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is overhated, and the what's it called? The best DCU not DC DCEU movie was The Suicide Squad, not Zack Snyder's Justice League. There's a few. Pick and choose out of those what one you think's the most controversial. Then like make like a picture where like it's just that phrase overhead where it says like big movie hot take. Apparently there's gonna be an open world Invincible game. I would play that so much. I really want them to make a boys game because they've announced season 5. It's been renewed for season 5, which I'm hoping is the last season, or at least they need to kill either Homelander or Billy Butcher at this point. Like, they can't both go on. Butcher's gonna die in about a year because he's got, like, I can't say what I was gonna say, but he's got some disease, and Homelander is just a psychopath and he'll probably be murdered. Or he'll, what's the word that I can say that will make it friendly for YouTube? Unalive himself. Yeah, got to use those fun words now on YouTube. It ain't spoilers when the show's been out for at least like 2 years. If it's been out for 2 years, it's your fault. No, I won't spoil anything new. I learnt my lesson when Avengers Infinity War came out, and I was the first person in my class to watch it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, everyone dies at the end," and then everyone was like, "Thanks so much. I won't watch the film now." And then I felt really bad, and then, but then literally no one cared because they were all just like, they didn't even die. What was the point? Yeah. Yeah, Marvel movies. This is why I pretty much gave up watching them because they're all so convoluted now. The only ones I will watch is either a Spider-Man movie, a Captain America movie, which is why I'm excited for the new one, or a Iron Man movie. Last Thor movie sucked so badly. I don't know what the director was smoking. It was clearly something really good because he forgot to write a good movie. But yeah, now let me look up that Invincible game because I actually want to find out some more information about that. That sounds very interesting. Invincible. possible live action game. But yes, as I was saying, not live action, open world game. Any time that I do something, I for some reason look up live action now. It's very annoying. Least favorite movie, that is way harder to figure out. You actually have one of my least favorites just behind me. Somewhere down here, hang on. We got Halloween Ends. Not my favorite Halloween movie. It's an alright movie, but that ain't the Halloween movie. Do we have another one of my least favorites back here somewhere? We do, I just can't find it. I don't know where the other one is. I think I may have thrown it somewhere, but Sharknado. There's a bad movie for you. I have a general dislike for a movie. I don't know, maybe. It's actually a tough question. I have no clue. It's a masterpiece in its own right, but when you've watched like the sequels, you'll learn to appreciate it. If you haven't, you'll just realize it sucks. These favorites are Ant-Man 3, Alien Resurrection, AVP 2, and The Predator. Okay, The Predator was as bad as everyone said. There's another hot take. I didn't like how mean some of the characters were. I felt it was just a bit weird because they were all just really rude and there was nothing to really like. AVP Requiem, however, that one I can sort of agree with. Alien 3 I can also agree with. Speaking of which, where's my Alien collection box? Is fallen somewhere. Here we go. Hang on, let me go grab it. I dropped it on the floor again. So, yeah, Alien 3 is not the best, but it's not the worst. I'm just going to say it. Speaking of which, anyone seen Funny Games? This movie is surprisingly really good. Review for this coming soon, by the way, but basically it's about these two blokes who just go to random people's houses and murder them. That is my spoiler-free review of the movie. A movie about two guys who go to people's houses and kill them. Just your typical Friday. In London. But, yeah. Get back to Bloody Disgusting and have a quick, gander once again. Cheeky little gander. Oh, yeah, I did actually see earlier while I was going through Twitter that they're making a, fan-made Green Lantern movie, which looks fairly decent, to be honest. It looks better than the Ryan Reynolds ones, which is just not very hard to beat. I'll say that now, but favorite horror movie? Why am I always asked for tough questions? In all my exams, I don't think I've gotten a question as difficult as these. So, Scream, Shaun the Dead. Speaking of Shaun the Dead, I got a cell from the movie which I bought at Comic-Con. If I can shine up at the light, you may be able to see it. It's the scene where they're in the car. I was going to get the one where they were planning it, but that one was so expensive. But yeah, Shaun the Dead has to be. Yeah, see, everyone says the thing. The guy who I interviewed, which new interview out, by the way, with Rye Barrett, go check it out. The guy who I interviewed literally said, "Oh yeah, The Thing's my favorite horror movie." I'm like, based. No, I'm joking, but it's just kind of like everyone says it. Everyone says The Thing. Yeah, it's just a bit overused. Speaking of that trilogy, I've got it downstairs. But just showing off something which I'm going to review very soon. This review will be coming out next week, on Thursday. If anyone's heard of this movie, I will be very surprised because it is very very like not well known. It's not very well known, and it's very weird. But anyone heard of Stan Helsing? This is basically, I was gonna do this last year for a Halloween special, but then I gave up halfway through because of how dumb it got. Then I bought the DVD the other day, and I was like, it was only £5. I may as well. So I bought it, waited for it to arrive at my house. I watched it the first time. Now I'm gonna watch it the second time, and then this is getting its review next week. Stan Helsing! How dare you insult Stan Helsing? Probably the greatest piece of cinema ever made. Stan Helsing is a movie made by the producer of Scary Movie, which follows Stan Helsing, a store clerk who is the descendant of Van Helsing, going around on Halloween night having to kill a bunch of horror characters. It is very goofy. It's actually quite funny, but at the same time, it's just kind of bad, and I enjoy the bad part of it more than I enjoy the good part of it, because it's got Kenan Thompson in it, and I love Kenan Thompson, so you know. He's even in a Superman outfit for the entirety of the movie, so it's even more funny. Don't say that yet. Watch the movie first. That's when the brain cell rotting will begin. But yeah, as I was saying though, I am going to watch The Strangers Chapter 1 tomorrow. So no spoilers for that, but I've heard it's very bad. But I've got to see it. You know, I've got to get the review out for you guys. So the moment that I go in there, I will be taking a fun little picture of the cinema if I'm allowed to, and then posting that on the channel. Hot Take: Gremlins is your third favorite horror movie? Oh well, here's a fun little thing for you. Let me just. I have way too many DVDs if it's not a Webby. God, I haven't even taken the label off of this one yet. Look. Gremlins! Hey! Yeah, as I said, if it's not obvious, I have way too many DVDs of horror movies. Literally, my entire DVD collection just back here. I just got my Gremlins, but my entire DVD collection back there is only horror movies. Also, speaking of Gremlins, he's not back there today because I had to do some maneuvering of the set because he fell off of his stand. But I do have a little Gremlins figure. Okay, not to brag. I have a Gremlins figure. He's pretty cool, but yeah, just saying. Yeah, I mean, if like say like at the end of the year, I may like do like a what's it called, like a full showcase of all my DVDs. That's what I want to do, but I'm not sure if it would like go well because you know it's just a guy sounds floor going through all his DVDs. How am I showing off? Because I have it. I've dropped it too far. I can't reach it. What? How's it showing off? Hang on. I've got to find this certain one to properly show off. Let me move all my. Just knocked about half my collection off my shelf. But how's it showing off? This is showing off a rental copy of Cabin Fever, which I bought online for about 30 quid. Because I like this movie and I saw that it's a rental copy, and I really shouldn't own this, but I do, and I'm very happy that I do. Probably shouldn't be throwing it either, but there's something soft over there, but don't know if it's a dad thing, but my dad buys the same movie over and over again. If it's Blu-ray, like, it's not much better. I mean, it's slightly better, but I still prefer DVD, because, you know, I guess I'm old, but I need to stop calling myself old. I'm only 16 now. So, I have another rental copy of a movie. I just can't find it, but I got Black Christmas on rental as well, which I also bought on online. So yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I'm not sure about that being a dad thing. I think that's just pretty much a normal thing where you like buy a DVD at some point and then you replace it with a Blu-ray eventually. Because I'm eventually going to do that with my collection, but I'm not going to replace it. I'm still going to have the DVDs. I'm just going to also have a Blu-ray copy of it. That's just excessive. In fact, that's just unnecessary. Like, I don't have like copy. Oh wait, no, I have 2 copies of Saw, but that's because I was accidentally sent one. But that's different. This is just like an addiction at this point. Like, geez. Now, where's the Saw? Oh, there we are. Hey, also, picked this up the other day. I've got the second one on the way. American Psycho 2. What a film. What a time to be alive when you've seen American Psycho 2, All American Girl, the most unnecessary sequel in all of cinema that was made for money and nothing else. Fun time to be alive. I pray that film's just forgotten in the future and no one will remember it. That's what I want for about half the movies that exist about around now. Like, some of them are good, some of them are bad. That's the title of the movie, American Psycho 2 All American Girl. It's not a joke, it's the actual name of the movie. Yeah, I'm just looking for more little what's it called? Horror news. I'm looking for some more horror news. Yeah, they're also releasing a Rob Zombie collectible. May have to pick it up. I won't lie, I may have to. But yeah, talking about The Ranch, which is going to be coming out probably this weekend or some other time. Yeah, I've seen Benny Loves You. It is one of the best films that I watched in 2016 when it came out. Don't show your mum this, but she has no taste. I'm sorry to say it. Like, if she doesn't like a film which was made by one guy with literally no help, and she's clearly not a fan of cinema because, like, the amount of skill it would take to make a movie by yourself, where you're also starring in it, editing it all on one laptop, is ridiculous. Like, all my praise to that guy. Like, if he ever thinks about making a sequel to that, and if he releases it in cinemas, I'd be there opening day. If you just want to know what I put that in, I have like 5 cups on my desk. But yeah, what else has happened in the horror space recently? I don't think that there's really anything else happening in the horror space at the moment. There is like some stuff, but not really like. So yeah, 100% agree. I mean, it's not really a competition. One of them's for children, one of them's for adults. We're just gonna pretend for a second that I'm an adult in this situation, but yeah. The stash is coming, guys. The mustache is coming, okay? It's coming with a vengeance. I'm just gonna reach back here and see what film I pick up, and then I don't know, maybe I'll review it on the channel. I'll grab the box set of some kind. Alright. I'm reviewing Blade after I do Friday the 13th. I shouldn't throw this, I'll lightly. It's not that'll break easier. That's the thing, there are some things made for kids that are like horrifying. Mainly when I was a child. This isn't really the most well-known thing either, but when I was younger, used to watch The Haunting Hour, which is basically this R.L. Stein show. It was like Goosebumps, but it was a bit more scary. I was absolutely horrified. I was about 7, and they put on this episode with some doll, and I was just like, because I was on sleepover at the time, you know, I don't have my parents around. I was just running, which is Chucky. It makes no sense that I like Chucky, but I got really scared of that. Apologies if the camera went just then. I had a little glitch. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to end off the stream now. Thank you all for watching the stream. I'm gonna go, probably gonna record or edit a video until next Friday when I do my next live stream, or until my next video. Bye bye.